Hi, I'm Ben. I'm from Flood Network. We help people respond better to flooding. What a night to be talking about flooding. So who here has been affected by floods directly? It's a fair few. Who knows someone who's been affected by floods? That's still quite good. So you may not have met Gordon. Gordon can't sleep at the moment. Gordon works for the county council. It's his job to make sure that everything is in the right place when floods happen. He's on call at the moment, that's why he's having trouble sleeping, because the floods are up. This is what happened last time. It's up to him to move things like flood barriers, to move road closure signs, and even his staff around the county and the city. He needs to know where it's going to flood, when it's going to flood, and who will be affected, and he needs to know before it happens. How does he do that today? Well, this is the Environment Agency's flood monitoring network. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Lots of dots on there, a bit like measles. You zoom in a bit, what you find is actually it's fairly sparsely covered. This is Oxford. Oxford is actually probably better covered than most cities, but it's still not covered in places that are actually in a flood risk area. The reason for this is these things, these big green boxes. These are the existing flood sensors by the Environment Agency. If you look underneath, there's actually a big bank there that's been built up, and there's a hole in it. There's a rodent-proof pipe and a thing called a stilling well. These are very expensive to build, as you might imagine, and they're also expensive to maintain. So you can't put many of them out, which means the resolution of the data, the spatial resolution, is very low. These are our sensors. They're somewhat smaller. They can be installed by someone with a screwdriver and a ladder. This one, freshly painted by me and Tom. Don't get me to do your painting jobs. They are an order of magnitude cheaper. And what you can do is deploy them in large numbers around a city and actually crowdsource the flood data. If we do that, combine that with commercial installations and the Environment Agency's data, what you end up with is street-level information about flooding, which is something that's not been possible without modelling. This is the map. You can see it over there live. It's actually showing that there is some activity in Oxford right now. Luckily, not my house. This is the map that will show you the alerts. It's open to the public and to the local authorities so they can both benefit from it more quickly. This is the team. This is Tom on the left. Tom was a data scientist before it was cool. I had a beard after it was cool. And I've got 21 years experience with the internet, so before it was cool. And we both live in Oxford. We've been supported along the way by Bethnal Green Ventures. I wouldn't be standing here today without them, so thank you very much. Yay! We've just got a place at Ordnance Survey Geovation Hub in Clerkenwell, which is in the Future Cities Catapult building, so lots of interesting things happening there. And we wouldn't also be here without Nominet, Nominet's R&D team, who've helpfully supplied hardware, developers, and the back end. And we're actually working with them on the platform. Oh, and the digital catapult. Hands up, digital catapult. In the house. Oh, they've all gone home. Okay. The business model is to sell flood networks to local authorities. This will be installing and managing them and providing an alerting service. When we get enough data out of this, what we can do is sell this to insurers and to flood modelers and also to people protecting high-value assets like warehouses or electricity substations. And we think it has potential to go worldwide. We've got a trial coming up with Oxfordshire County Council, and we've been invited by the Environment Agency to come and give them a demo. What we need is to meet more Gordons. We need to help them, and we need to do that by meeting local authorities, by talking to the procurement departments. So if you have any introductions there, please let us know. We also need someone who can take this to scale with us. That may be that you are in business development, you may be a funder, or you may want to be an advisor. But we would like to take this nationwide and worldwide. We want it to be so good that other countries want one. And if you can imagine a situation where Nigeria and Bangladesh both have a flood network that's better than Britain's, but a fraction of the cost. And if you can think of that, then come and talk to us. Thank you.